Hello and welcome to the daily number workout. Today for fourth grade, we're working on the number 40. So let's get started with our word form, 40. And because there is a 0 in the ones place value, this is an even number. All right, let's go on to the factors of 40. So we have 1 times 40, and I'm going to spread them out today. 2 times 20, so 2 20s make 40. 3 does not go into 40. 4 does. 4 times 10. 4 10s make 40. 5 goes in 8 times. 5 times 8 is 40. 6 does not go in because 6 goes into 36 and then 42. 7 doesn't go in, 42, well, 35 and 42. And then we're already at 8, so we're done. So there we go, our factors. We have 8 factors of 40. All right, let's move on to multiples of 40. So we know 140 is 40. And if we're counting by 40s, let's go ahead and write them out. 40 times 2. So 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 4 is 8. So 80. 40 times 3. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 4 is 12. So basically, the front end, we're counting by 4s and adding a 0 to it. 40 times 4. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 4 is 16. 160. 40 times 5. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 4 is 20. 200. 40 times 6. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 4 is 24. 40 times 7. 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 4 is 28. 40 times 8. 8 times 0 is 0. 8 times 4 is 32. 320. 40 times 9. 9 times 0 is 0. 9 times 4 is 36. And then 40 with a 0, 40 times 10. Let's look at how that looks on paper. We drop this 0 to hold that place. Then 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 4 is 4. All right, there's our multiplication, our multiples. If we're counting by 40s, it would be 40, 80, 120, 160, 200, 240, 280, 320, 360, 400. And as you can see, it's front end with a 0, counting by 4s with a 0. All right, let's move on to addition. And I'll remove some things so I don't lose them off my table. And let's go on, addition. Addition today is going to be pretty simple. So I'm going to move that. Okay, so we have 40 plus 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. 4 plus nothing is 4. 40 plus 2, of course, is 42. 40 plus 3 is 43. 40 plus 4 is 44. 40 plus 5 is 45. 40 plus 6. Now, when you're writing problems down, make sure you line up the place values. If I put the 6 over here, I might add up wrong. So make sure you're lining up your place values. Something important to remember. 40 plus 7 is 47. 40 plus 8 is 48. 40 plus 9 is 49. And of course, 40 plus 10 is 50. Line up your place values. So important. When you're doing math, neatness makes a big difference. Huge difference. All right, we're going to start with 50. And we're going to subtract 40. So 0 minus 0 is 0. 5 minus 4 is 10, or 1. And so we equal 10. Now we have 49 minus 40. 9 minus 0 is 9. 4 minus 4 is nothing. 48 minus 40. 8 minus 0 is 8. 4 minus 4, nothing. 47 minus 40. 7 minus 0 is 7. 4 minus 4, nothing. 46 minus 40. 6 minus nothing is 6. 4 minus 4, nothing. 45 minus 40. 5 minus 0 is 5. 4 minus 4, nothing. 44 minus 40 equals 4 minus 0 is 4. 4 minus 4, nothing. 43 minus 40 equals 3 minus 0, 3. 4 minus 4, nothing. 42 minus 40. 2 minus 0 is 2. 4 minus 4, nothing. 41 minus 40. 1 minus 1 is not 1. 4 minus 4 is nothing. And then, of course, 40 minus 40 is 0. All right, so our subtraction, we got our multiplication, our addition, and our subtraction. Hopefully you already did them and you're just patting yourself on the back for doing such a great job. Let's go on to our measurement of inches, feet, and yards. So today we have 40 inches. And that is equal to 40/12 of a foot. We're going to break that apart. So we have 12 12s plus 12 12s plus 12 12s. That's 36 plus 4 12s. So we know that's 1, 2, 3 whole feet and 4/12 of a foot. So 40 inches equals 3 4/12 feet, which if we put it over 36, because it takes 36 inches to make a yard, we're going to break that apart. 36 plus 4 36, which equal 1 whole and 4 36 yards. So there we have it. Inches, feet, and yards for 40 inches today. Since 40 is our number of the day, we always use the number of the day. Let's go on to metric, linear measurement. Here we go. Centimeters, decimeters, and meters. I have 40 centimeters. I know it takes 10, so I'm going to put it over 10. So I have 40 tenths. And that's an improper fraction. So I'm going to break that apart to get a mixed number or a whole number. So I have 10 over 10 plus 10 over 10. That's 20, 30, 40. Boom. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 whole decimeters. So 40 centimeters equals 4 decimeters, which equals 40 hundredths of a meter. And I box it, I square it, so that means those all equal each other. These are just our calculations circling to see how many whole. All right, and here let's go on to our liquid form of measurement, which always gets tricky in the standard form. So we're talking ounces and cups. Let's see how far we go with ounces and cups first. And then we'll put out our pints. So we're going to have 40 ounces today. And we know it takes 8 to make a cup. So we're going to say 40/8, which is an improper fraction. So we're going to break it apart. So we know 8 plus 8 is 16. plus 8 is 24, plus 8 is 32, plus 8 is 40. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 whole cups. So 40 ounces is the same as 5 whole cups. And we're going to go into pints here. And we know it takes 16 to make a pint. We've got 40, which is an improper fraction. We're going to break that apart. So 16 over 16 plus 16 over 16 plus 8 over 16. So we have 1, 2 whole and 8/16 pints. All right, now let's drop down. We're out of room there. You might have more room on your paper to go all the way across, but on my chart paper, that's about it for me. All right, so quarts, we know it is 32. So we're going to put that 40 over 32. And then we're going to break that apart. So we have a 32 plus 8 over 32. So we're talking 1 whole and, whoops, 8/32 of a quart. So that's what equals these other ones. And we're going to go on to gallons. Gallons is our easy one right now because 40 out of 128ths of a gallon. So we have 40, 20, 40, 128ths of a gallon. Sorry about that. All right, and last but not least, our metric system of milliliters and liters. So if I have 40 milliliters, that equals 40, move that over, thousandths of a liter. And there we have it. The number 40 is complete. I hope you did a great job. Make sure you work on 41 before you come on and check your work with me. Talk to you soon. Have a great day.